Welcome to our version of Alice in Wonderland, where the universe is totally different with large, mushroom-looking coral heads, the most healthy abundance of fish we have ever seen, to nurse sharks actually moving along the bottom rather quickly with their pectoral fins lifted up as if to not scrape against the sharp coral. Life down here is like nothing we've ever experienced. We reached the entrance floor to the pass, and not much can grow here, kind of like a desert. The other side, we found ourselves up against a rocky cliffside with little caves, valleys, and overhangs. We emerged back out into the pass and let the fast flow of the water take us away. And of course we had some fun with it.
En chantant des chansons, bras dessus, de Paris n'importe où, bras dessus, en chantant des chansons, bras dessus.
I'm in awe of the beautiful biodiversity Mother Nature has created, and at the same time heartbroken to see such a large, gentle animal starve to death. Just a couple months ago, every few evenings you'd hear him come by, close to the boats, breathing, lingering around for a bit and then disappearing. And every day I'd hope he'd find his way back out the pass and into the open ocean. But he never did, or he didn't choose to. This is Dr. Michael Poole.
I have a PhD from University of California, but I was based here at the University of California Berkeley Lab on Moorea, conducting research on spinner dolphins. My current work includes working both on dolphins and whales.
This beautiful creature was a
humpback whale, and we know that from the exceedingly long pectoral flippers, the arms, if you will. The humpback whale has pectoral flippers that are 1/3 of its body length, so we're calling it a juvenile, an adolescent. And then we know that it was a male because the penis is extruded. I honestly have no idea why this particular whale or other whales don't undertake their migration and subsequently die. There is no food for these animals in tropical waters.
Are you serious? You want me to touch this thing?
Completely serious. They're requesting first and foremost confirmation of the species. Second most important, estimation of length. They're requesting that you please, if possible, take a skin sample and also a blubber sample. The skin lets them do a DNA on the whale, and the blubber lets them determine sort of what has been accumulating in the whale through its diet, etc. And they said that that can be stored in 70% ethyl alcohol in a freezer, and it won't freeze. And then, for shipment to the ministry. Over.
They're gonna tow it because it's like a Friday and it's 4 o'clock. So they're not gonna succeed to persuade the people from the dock to like bury it underground. So they want to attach it to a car head for like the weekend and bury it underground after. But I think it's kind of an idea that like this is gonna smell a lot in the village, and nobody's gonna want to bury it, and like this they're gonna just let it. It's gonna detach by himself and go to the ocean.
Yeah, so we're at the coral head. We have to dive to attach the rope to a patat. I think we'll leave just this line here. What do you think? Not the big one?
Oh, the big one, huh?
The big one? You can put the anchor.
Oh yeah.
You can anchor it.
Yeah, definitely.
Humpback whales come into lagoons. It happens frequently. Statistically, it's most often mothers with calves. And this mother needs to rest. She's traveled thousands of kilometers to get here from Antarctica, and she hasn't eaten a thing. So she needs to conserve her energy by sleeping a lot. And that's what they do most often, is just sleep. Perfectly normal for these whales to come inside lagoons in these different archipelagos, no matter what the age or sex class. But it is not normal for them to stay there or to go back out and not undertake their migration.
The whale didn't last too long inside the lagoon. A few locals towed it about a mile offshore and let nature's opportunistic feeders have a feast.
We welcome input from anyone coming through French Polynesia's waters. If people are sailing, motoring, passing through, or just on vacation on an island, if they see particularly humpback whales anywhere, and if they can get photographs of their tails, these are data. As long as we have the date and the location, they're not just vacation photographs, those are data. We'd love to have that.
And if they do capture that, where do they send it to?
They should send that to me here, Michael Poole. My email address is Michael Poole, MichaelPoole, at mail, MAIL, dot, P as in Paul, F as in Frank. Michael Poole at mail.pf.